Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me, this is Moltrap, and this is game 3 of a very, very exciting series, Dreiven versus Strelok. We've got Dreiven here at the left side of the map. He's in orange Protoss, and Strelok's going to be the yellow Terran at the 6 o'clock position on the map. I believe this is Python. Let's double check. Yes. No, this is not Python. I'm sorry. This is Athena. It looked to be Python for a moment there, but this is actually Athena. And this map has been pretty kind to Terrans so far. They changed it a little bit. This is Athena 2. I'm not sure what changes they made, so I'm not sure if they made it a little bit less advantageous for Terran play. But generally, Terrans have fared pretty well on this map, so I wouldn't be surprised if Strelok ended up taking his third game and moving ahead in the series going into game 4. The reason being, you have these smaller areas, these bridges and things to force your opponent into. So it's really, really hard. If you get funneled up into a small area, it makes the concentrated firepower of tanks barraging that area so much more powerful. It can be really, really devastating if a Terran is trying to defend some kind of a bridge or some kind of a small choke point of another sword. And since there's so many little choke points all over the place, ramps everywhere, and small choke points, and also ridges. You know, if you can get some tanks up here during the midst of the battle, it makes it really, really difficult for forces down here to get up there. I mean, zealots, speed zealots are in the later game generally the way that Protoss deal with tanks. If you can get some speed zealots up in close to the tanks, then they'll do splash damage to each other, and they'll do. The zealots are just really good at taking out those tanks if they can get in close. And if they're on a ridge, there's no way for the zealots to get up there without doing a little bit more micro-intensive play, like using shuttles to do something like that. But it's the early game so far. Who knows what's going to happen? We could not even see tanks out, theoretically. We could see a medic marine push of some kind, or I don't know. Probably not going to happen, though, because we see Strelok mining a lot of gas already. Just got his first barracks down, so we're going to see him move into a cook factory here pretty soon. Excuse me. Still a little bit of a cold. Well, I say still. I actually had a cold, and then got over that, and I went camping, and then I got poison oak. And I had poison oak for like a week. I still have it a little bit. And, of course, just when I was starting to get over the poison oak, I got another cold. So I've been afflicted with some kind of thing for like 3 weeks now. It's getting a little bit old, but in any case, we do see Strelok. So in any case, I apologize for coughing and hacking things up onto your computer screens over the internet. We do see Strelok sending out a scout here. Interesting, we haven't. Okay, there finally we see a scout for Dreiven here. A little bit late. He's going to see what's going on. He sees again. Excuse me. Strelok still. Not taking SCVs off gas. We have seen him basically go for a 2-factory push each game so far, and we're probably going to see him do that again since he is still saving up gas. Probably going to put down another factory here in just a minute. I wouldn't be surprised if he puts the machine. Yeah, there's the machine shop going down first as well. Yeah, not enough pressure to warrant putting down getting a vulture or anything like that. And he's not going to be able to squeeze in a scout, so Strelok is not going to have any idea what Dreiven is up to at this point. Could be going for quick. Oh, wait, looks like SCV managed to sneak in there. Didn't see enough, though, to really tell. He may have spotted this core, theoretically, but I don't think so. But even if he did, that doesn't matter, because there could be a robotics facility down here, or any number of things. So he really has no idea what Dreiven is up to. He could probably figure out from the fact that there's no expansion that he's not going for any kind of quick expansion. Obviously. Yeah, usually when someone doesn't have an expansion, it means they're not going for an expansion. It's a pretty genius thing to think about, but he doesn't know what kind of tech he might be going for. He might be going for a Dark Templar rush, or he could, you know, theoretically be also saving up to put down an expansion later on. We see him putting his Dragoons kind of out forward, so that a scout couldn't get in close enough to see if there was an expansion there or not. He might theoretically be able to suicide an SCV in there or what have you, but I'm not sure. But looks like he's going for a push now. Mines are almost upgraded now, and that's a good time for him to move out here. He's moving out with some Marines. The Vultures are fast enough they can actually catch up to this push. So usually you see them start to move out when the Vultures are still being created. And here we see Vulture speed being upgraded as well. So as soon as that finishes upgrading, the Vultures are really going to get to the front of the battle really quickly. He goes in there, he sees the 4 Dragoons there, he sees the pylon. That could theoretically make him think that there's an expansion there. But it's hard, you know, he can't know one way or the other. If he knew there was an expansion there, we'd almost certainly see him attack, because he's got this 2 factory push. It'd be a really, really good move, but for some reason he's not attacking. He's just going to fall back. He does not feel comfortable attacking right there, and I'm really not sure why. I think he'd be in a good position to attack, although do have observers coming out here in just a moment, so they'd be able to deal with mines pretty easily. But, I mean, you've got your 2 factories. You usually want to, and that's why, because I'm on crack. I thought he was making a 2nd factory. But the whole time I was watching his forces, I assumed that he had planted on a 2nd factory, but he didn't. So that's why he's only going for 1 factory push. He's actually gotten a starport. And he's getting a command center now that he's attacking here, but he's gotten a starport out. Looks like he's going to try and ferry some troops in there. He's got 4 Vultures in there, and they're going to be able to do significant damage. The pylon sees it. He needs to go and kill some probes right now. No